Good morning, you guys. Okay, so good morning. I think I'm live now. Let me make sure I'm not. Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay, getting everything set up. So I'm starting a little early today because it is my daughter's birthday and we got stuff we got to go do. And if I let it go too long, so I'm supposed to get her donuts, a haircut, and something else. So good morning, Bonsai. Good morning, Lindsay. So going on to the coffee talk that we're having here on the side, I've been typically doing whipping cream. Like I should be 1 tablespoon of whipping cream. I think I've been doing about a 1/4 tablespoon of whipping cream and then stevia. Well, this morning, or pure, I'm using the pure brand of stevia. So this morning, I'm like, oh, I have this international coffee or Coffee Mate or one of those that's like vanilla, French vanilla, sugar-free. And I put it in there and I'm like, what did I do to my coffee? This is bad. This is bad. I'm like, ugh. So I've been like, I don't know. We did Islands of Adventure yesterday. So that's in Tampa. That's the Busch Gardens water park. So I feel like I did Islands of Adventure kind of feel to it. And at the same time, I'm just like, I'm like I'm sun-kissed. And yet I rolled out of bed because I'm tired. Good morning, Tracy. I should have just dumped it out. I like hazelnut. I don't like caramel. I think caramel is awful. I'm not going to lie. It's not the best. It's not the best at all. Good morning, Liz. From Utah. Missed you guys. Thanks. I'm trying to get Tangi in, but it won't even let me invite her. And I didn't give her a heads up that I was going to go a little early this morning, because that would be too nice of me. Let's see if it pulls it up. It pulls up her personal one. But when I try to type in the caver's wife, it's not pulling up. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think caramel anything is disgusting. And my mom will kill me for this, but she knows it. She drinks the caramel mocha something from Slim Fast. Oh my goodness. One, I know that when it's been open, the whole room smells. And then it makes you smell like it, if you know what I mean. Your breath smells like it, you smell it. And I'm just like, Mom, why would you drink them things? She loves them. I'm like, I can't do it. I don't like caramel. So, I mean, now granted, caramel, if we make it fresh, I like caramel, but that's it. So YouTube's having issues. Well, apparently having issues. So I've been like going back and forth. I'm not gonna lie. Good morning, dairy-free Harris Teeter coffee creamer here, no extra sugar. You rock. And I could have been, I did monk sweetener in there this time. I don't know. I like my whipping cream. So, last week I was telling you I was struggling with the whole idea of like, should I lose weight? Should I not? Should I just be happy? Sunday morning I hit the point of, I am a biscuits and gravy lifestyle with wanting a beach body. I am. I'm just wanting a beach body, and I don't want to do anything to get it. I just want it all. And it really has me really examining, like, what is my goal and what am I comfortable with and what am I willing to live with, kind of deal. Good morning, Erica. And I think this is something we don't talk about at all. I have no motivation. And I'm not going to lie. So my lowest was 152. I've been telling you guys, like, I've been suffering at 160 is where I've been. Good morning, House of Littles. I got on the scale. Now, granted, we're at the water park. I drank ices. We ate chicken fingers and pizza and French fries and Cheetos and all the junk that goes with that. And I got on the scale this morning. I'm like, I should see what I weigh. 167. But, I mean, most of that's going to go. anyways, as everything balances back out. Good morning, Bandana Grandma. Well, and that's just it. Do you want a healthy body or a perfect body? So I was thinking about you guys yesterday as I'm at the water park, because it hits me. And I mean, my mom and I have talked about this too. You get healthy and you're healthy and you're good. You're good enough. Not good enough like quit, but you're good. And yet media and magazines have done such an amazing job at showing us this idea of perfection. Every catalog, every magazine, every image, everywhere, that you get this sense that the only way you're good enough is if you have something that's physically not able, because you've already had 6 kids, you know, and you're not 18 anymore. I'm just going, I can't find the balance of what's good enough because I'm bombarded by images. One of the things is beauty. What our definition of beauty actually has to do with what we've seen. Our brain takes every face, every image, and just piles them on top of each other, and it finds what's common. The commonality in the images we see on a daily basis distorts and determines what we consider beautiful. So if we're constantly being bombarded by these tiny, unrealistic people who've been photoshopped, our mind will get, that is beauty, that is healthy. Renee says, good morning, glad to be back. Mass media is not real, quit buying the hypes. And I agree, but our brain, when we see those images over and over and over again, accepts that that is the norm. And really what our brain is looking for is that norm that we find is what our brain says that's what we need. That's what we need. That's why a lot of times Asian people find Asian people beautiful. And it has to do with because Asian people all look very similar. Very, very similar. Their features, you know, unlike the melting pot here. And so their brain associates like that's beauty. And you know, but it's very burned because that's the images they keep seeing. Good morning, Mama Geek. Good morning, K and G. Do you think God made junk in how he designed us? No. I just think the devil has been profound at polluting and distorting our minds in what we see. I don't think God has made junk in me at all. I just think that I have been deceived. I get deceived by the media. I'm deceived by the devil, because if the devil has me constantly consumed by food, it's an addiction. But I agree, quit buying the hype. Me and Bonsai are going to get into it this morning. I agree. I don't want to buy the hype. But at the same time, I have a hard time. To my untrained brain, they look very similar to me in their beautiful almond face and the shape of their face, but they are different. I have Filipino cousins and they look extremely different. And I get that. So I'm not trying to be rude or what is that called? But to me, as a culturally whole, because I feel like Europeans aren't really able to be defined as Europeans. Okay, so here was my point, Erica, is why I picked the Asian culture. Because you guys have typically body similarities that are very common, where most of the rest of the world, in my uncultured, because I'm sure I could probably think about more, that are still mainly similar as a culture, where a lot of the other cultures have been so heavily influenced that you kind of lose that identity of that culture. So that's all I'm talking about. That's why I was kind of pairing it up. Turn 40 and few. It's been hard to not let it affect me. Well, and that's where I'm at too. I'm hitting my next birthday. I will be 40. And what I'm finding, so all of this comes down to, I'm sorry. I don't know, Erica, I'm sorry. In my little world. So what comes down to is I've been bombarded with images that absolutely has distorted my brain, that I can't find good enough. I can't find good enough. And I can't find good enough because I'm constantly, the things I see are unrealistic. And most of what I find is unrealistic. The best thing I did yesterday was I went to a water park. I know that sounds crazy, but I went to a water park. Thank you, Erica. I'm glad I'm not offending. I went to a water park. Of the 400 people there, I went to a water park with 400 people. You guys, this is huge, monumental to get to go to a water park with 400 people. There's not very many people there. So let's just say of the 200 women there, there's only 4 of them with that body that I've been trained to expect as beauty. And it was like the most beautiful thing for me to see women of every size, of every shape, wearing dress bathing suits, wearing hardly any bathing suits. It was so reaffirming to me as a woman, as a mom. I mean, a lot of them were moms and grandmas and stuff like that. And it wasn't that, oh, I'm better, oh, I'm this or I'm that. It's just like, we're all beautiful. We're all beautiful without that stupid covered magazine image, shape, lack of sagging skin. You know, we're all beautiful. And it was just like, yeah, I think I need to go to the water park more often. Let's see. Wheat Tree says, laugh out loud. At 40, I retired from research to go into 100% opposite and pursue my passion in bonsai. Isn't that cool? I love it. KNG says, my sister pointed out lines on my neck and asked if I had my thyroid checked, and I said, no, I'm just old. My large daughter says, if you want a bikini body, put a bikini on your body. Amen. You want a bikini body, put a bikini on. Erica says, I went to Cuba once where all the women were so curvy. It was such an eye-opener. It was, and you know, and it shocked me because so as I was at my heaviest, I'm like, if I could be a 10, 12, I'd be so good. And I get there and I'm like, yeah, I need to be, you know, like it started distorting me because I wasn't happy with it. But what it comes down to was, have I put myself in a place that I'm never going to be happy with what I got? And then that comes down to, it's not a this problem, it's a this problem. K&G says, oh yeah, we're going to Orlando next month. And I told my hubby, I'll stay at the hotel while he takes her daughter to the water park. Don't. I had the best time. Now, let me tell you what really helped having the best time. I had a great bathing suit. Why this matters. Nothing fell out, nothing rolled out, and nothing got shown. So after 6 kids, no matter what size I am, I need to have a good bathing suit with lots of structure so nothing ends up where places it shouldn't be. Because it doesn't matter how skinny or how small I get, the skin ain't ever going to be firm again. And you get a good bathing suit that you're in it, you're good. And having that bathing suit that I knew nothing was going to fall out, I wasn't going to embarrass myself. It actually is a great bathing suit. I found it. It would be like Marshall's and Ross. I found it at Bell's Outlet. In Florida, we have Bell's Outlets. $25 cheaper than Walmart. And it's a one piece. And I thought it was like a granny bathing suit, but it's it looks like a tankini when you put it on, but it looks like a granny bathing suit when you have it on the hanger, like the skirt and all that. Fantastic. And it has, and the big part too, ladies, get a bathing suit that has the outside layer of fabric and then it has the inside layer of fabric, and they're 2 different fabrics. This one holds the stuff together. This one covers it and makes it look nice. Let's see. It was the first time skinny was not appealing to me. It was, Erica, it was. So I'm there, and there's these tiny little women. They didn't look near as beautiful as the curvy ones. Near as good. And I was just like, and I mean, anyway, Mama Geek says, I'm going to just this many pounds and have learned now, having my 2-year-old, that as long as I have a bathing suit that fits me right and flatters my body, that I'm comfortable to walk around. Amen. That's what I found. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have not been thrilled to be in a bathing suit for a while. And it's just everything just, I don't know. And I always feel like I'm going to fall out and I feel like I'm embarrassing myself. And here I had something that looked like it could be an outfit. And yet I was wearing it and it was my bathing suit. And in fact, I seen some amazing bathing suits that looked like outfits. I seen one like, it's not something I wear, but there's like little short shorts that are kind of, I don't know. I don't find them flattering, but it was actually a bathing suit that looked like a night, like an outfit. It looked awesome. House a Little agrees. Mama Geek says it actually took me going to Lane Bryant and having them show me what worked for my body and what looks great. But then I ordered one off of Target that was a lot cheaper. Right. I know I should sew my own. I have not had time. And one of the problems I've run into is you have to work a pattern. Work a pattern. You have to make that pattern, fit it, then remake the pattern to get it to fit right. So you might make something 4 times, and by the time you've made it to fit, you might decide you don't even like it. So that's kind of what I've been running into. It's like I want to sew, but then I don't have enough time to get the time to make what I want to make well. Bandana says, I just found a bathing suit line cut for my body and the fabric has a bandana print. I got 3 different colors. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we did the water slides and we did all kinds of different things. It was a lot of fun. I took my mom. So if you saw on Instagram, I had the picture of my mom and I laughed because I did it in black and white and it was like, you really see our resemblance. We look like twins. We look like twins. And it just made it so much easier. But I'm not gonna lie, I have anxiety. Have I ever told y'all I have anxiety? So I have anxiety and irrational fear kicks in a couple places. One, water in my babies, because I'm just like, my mom is like getting a little bit over because I'm like, stop, with my 2 littlest, the 4-year-old and the 2-year-old, they're not big swimmers. And finally I'm like, can we please just go I'm like, we got to put a life jacket on. We put a life jacket on, I'll calm down. Put life jackets on them. I calmed down. I didn't feel like I had to be on hyper alert with them. And then all of the rides, you have to climb flights of stairs. I'm not big into heights. Heights make me like queasy. I don't do rides that drop me. So I don't like falling. So going up these stairs, if it's just me, I'm okay because I'm good. Knowing my child, one of my children, all of my children, whoever are up there with me, I might hold my hand. So my daughter thinks she's holding my hand because I'm scared for me. What she doesn't realize is I'm like, hold my hand so I know where you're at and you're not falling off the side. So we did like 2, and I was just like, okay, I don't want to climb the things with my children. But then we're good. We're good. We found we're good. We had a lot of fun. House of Little says, where do y'all get your suits? I can't find anything that fits my chest. I'm a size 16 now, but still an H. It's impossible to find. I like the closeout discount clothing stores, Ross, Marshalls, Bell's Outlet. Mine are the one I ended up buying, the price tag said $110 suit. I bought it. I mean, I bought mine for I bought it for $24. So Tracy says I have the same anxiety. I swear, I try to explain to my kids, like my older kids, I'm like, if we can go out without the little kids, mommy's a different person. I'm actually fun. But when I'm with the little people, my attention is like, keep them safe. Don't let them kill themselves. So the one is 7 today. She was the last one I had in a hospital. The other 2 I had at home. And she's like right on the cusp. I almost like make it like I almost separate my littles from my big kids by, do you read or do you not read? Once you kind of read, I move them into that bigger group. and putting so with this one, she's getting there. She reads, oh, Danielle made it from New York. So she reads, but she's so impulsive. Like, she does not think. The girl gets stuff done. You might not always like the way she gets it done, but she gets stuff done. And she just impulsively does stuff. I mean, when she was little, I mean, she was underwater more times than I care to admit, because she would just jump in, sink to the bottom. You yank her out, get her okay. She'd jump right back in again. And I'm like, oh my goodness, stop. You know, like, no self-preservation whatsoever has been this child. She's going to be so much fun as an adult. My hair, I have a lot of bottle colored product on my hair because of that child. Lots of product on that child. Mama Geek says, House of Littles. I also find my body, because I'm one size in pants. Oh, she finds it hard to fit her body because she finds one size of pants in different. She has to buy one size in pants and a different in the tops. So buying tank tops and the separate bottoms, I don't do one pieces due to different sizing. I kind of run into that too. Erica says early swim lessons and water safety will help with anxiety. They're almost like good swimmers, but it's a water park. Too many things. It's not like the general, you know what I mean? It's not like the general pool. There's just things. And like the one, she was good, and I'm glad she had a life jacket because she's playing around. And the next thing I know, she had a tube on her in a child. It was like, ah. So I do get anxious. And, you know, I get crowded. Claustrophobia is really bad. And I live in a tiny house. Can't stand it. Mama Geek, I agree, but I can't seem to find anything that fits my chest with enough support. My husband was a lifeguard. He says life jackets and wings are false security. I'm gonna ignore that. I read that because I'm still like on them. I'm just not as crazy. We have Ryan from Scotland. Thank you. Her level of dare to be is how God wants us to be. I found someone who can do lessons in our outdoor pool. My sweet baby, I tried lessons last year, but it was an indoor pool and her sensitive skin got a terrible rash. My favorite are the saltwater pools. Way better, way better. So one of the things I've run into, so going back into staying on topic, since I've got to keep this short, I promise. I grew up in South Florida and we learned to swim immediately, but up here, not so much. I'm so paranoid with my kids around water. Well, and that's the thing too. I learned to swim at like 4. I learned to swim at 4, and I actually fell in a pool too. I think I fell in a pool like right after I'd learned to swim. So like I think what happened was I was overly confident, but yet not skilled enough. Ryan. So Ryan, my channel is pretty much the trenches of motherhood and giving a sound community for moms, especially moms that are stay-at-home, but not just stay-at-home moms, working moms, that we are just encouragement from the trenches of motherhood. And sometimes we talk about weight loss. Sometimes we talk about getting healthy. Sometimes. Most of the time, we try. House of Littles, have you tried lane run? You know what kills me? This is what drives me nuts. At my heaviest, I went to, you know, some of us are just shaped wrong. Just shaped wrong. Because even at our heaviest, and we'd be that size, we don't fit in that size. The size, I think, 14, 16 is the worst size in the world to be. They should have a store where the clothes are focused on 12 to 16. 12 to 16 only. Not even 10. 10 doesn't count. 12 to 16. Because that size, like, you're stuck. You're not quite big enough to go to the big girl store. You're not quite small enough to wear good. You're just stuck. That the worst size to be. I think it's the worst size. So here's what I'm running into. So as I have no motivation right now. None whatsoever. None. And what it's turned into is that I'm realizing how much food has become an obsession. So, and some of it comes from, I have been dieting now for 18 months. I've never gone this long, like being perpetually focused on my food. At the end of 18 months, all I think about is food. I can't eat food without going, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is, without having a torturous conversation. I cannot eat. And I'm just like, now all of a sudden, it's like everything is just like pros, cons of what I eat. And I'm not eating to fill myself. And then I'm thinking about food, or I don't like, after 18 months, no matter where my weight has gone, I don't like what has happened with my relationship with food. Is anybody with me? Because now I feel like I'm at the point of having actually a problem, because all I do is think about food in all kinds of ways. I can't really enjoy food. It's just all like, if I'm doing Weight Watchers, oh, I can't have all my butter and I can't have all my bacon. If I'm doing Trim Healthy Mama, oh, I have to remember to eat in every 3 hours. Oh, I really want to eat. If I'm doing keto, oh, I can't have that bread. Oh, I can't do this. I'm going to tell you, this morning I had a multi-grain toast, toasted with a little bit of butter and jelly. And I was like, this is so good. Good. And I'm like, but yet then I couldn't have it. Then I shouldn't be having it. And then I'm like, what do I do? And I'm a little bit at the, I don't care. I mean, I went to Cato's. Who's been to Cato's? I went to Cato's for the first time on Saturday. Their clothes are gorgeous. And I kind of hit the point of, you know what? I'm going to have to go back through the comments because I see them. They're like flying. But I'm just like, I went into Cato's and they got like all the different sizes. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I could be size 14 and wear some cute clothes that aren't going to cost me an arm and a leg. And so then by Sunday, I'm like, I'm a biscuits and gravy girl, want a beach body, but who even cares about beach body anymore? I can go to Cato's and buy my clothes cute, and it doesn't matter. And my husband doesn't even care. And that was the other part. Why am I chasing this image of what I think is good and not good when my husband loves me the way I am? So why am I pursuing something that even my husband doesn't care if I have? Oh, I got to come back and read what you guys said because you guys were like flying on me. Oh, let's see. Is Ryan said something about his mom? All right. There you are, Ryan. I kind of use you as my benchmark. Tree's talking about her eldest being the daredevil in her family. Okay, Ryan says, my mother was more interested in herself than me and my brother. Disappointed when I was 11. God bless all y'all moms that you are real moms. Oh, and ooh, good point, Ryan, because that's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm seeing at home. I am so now focused on my flesh, on my skin, that I'm more focused there than my family. That's more important to me on what I cook is about me, not them. It's like stabbing in the heart. It's awful. I mean, yeah. And then the last thing I want is my kids constantly watching me struggling about what I eat, because they've never thought I had a weight problem until I've lost all this weight. And now it's always about what I'm eating and how much I weigh and what size I am, that I'm watching them going, this is the worst thing. There's one thing, get healthy, eat healthy. But it's a whole nother, I got like fly-ups. Y'all, nobody said I had fly-ups today. This is yesterday's hairspray. But now I'm getting to the point, like, they're going to end up with issues because they're watching me. Mama Geek says Lane Bryant is an hour and a half away. Mama Geek, or that was House of Littles. Mama Geek says, amen, Trish. I feel the same way. I either think so much about food because I want to make sure that it's good for me, or I get to the point that I don't think about what I'm eating. K&G says, OMG, I was telling my daughter that the other day that I'm not big enough to rock cute plus sizes, but I'm too fat for skinny clothes. 12 to 14 store. I think it's Cato's. Good morning, Farmer Mima. Mama Geek says, Trish, I want that good, healthy relationship in association with food. Yes. Rainy W says, I'm in the same boat. I don't want to think about it anymore. It's exhausting. Yes. Shannon White, amen. I've gotten the same point in my life with food. Tired of it all. Thank you. It's not just me. Mm. All right, let's see. Tired of it all. Good morning, Family Roots. Mama Geek says she loves keto. Ryan's talking about his pizza for breakfast sometimes, just so y'all know. Food is nutritious, energy for our bodies. Without it, we lose life and vitality. That's right. And then it goes back into eat real food. Don't eat the junk. Like eating the cheese puffs yesterday, I was eating them things. I'm like, this ain't nothing but flavored styrofoam, but I'm going to enjoy it today. And after so many, I'm like, I'm done. I only had so many. Totally get it, Trish. I'm doing keto and didn't stop feeling that way until I cut out dairy. It's weird to think cutting something out that helped. Right. Oh, they're teasing if he's having cold. My dad was a cold pizza lover. Every morning he would eat cold pizza if he had it. We like ketos, but it's hot or miss heart on finding things, something. Hi, y'all. So glad I'm able to tune in. Hello, Shabby Chick. That's a cute name. Family Roots, I'm just trying to feel good, not what the scale says. And I'm like, I was feeling better by not looking at the scale. And then I looked at the scale this morning. I was like, ugh, really? Designer for plus size clothes can't get past the potato sack look. You can have a large waist and still look cute in stylish things. We can wear structure shaped clothing, just different dimensions. And that was the thing too, was then there's these plus size models. This is what I don't get. There's these plus size models that they have thick waist, but they don't have like rippled waist. Even in my skinniest, I'm going to have a rippled waist, even before kids. Skirts it looks like I had abs in one of my pictures and it was nothing but little skirts. But I'm like, I never am shaped that way, or they're not that image. And being at that water park and seeing the way that their image was, it was just like, it was like, thank you, please, thank you for wearing what you wore today. That's what I felt. Now there was some that I was just like, can I cover my son's eyes? There's a little too much skin there. But it wasn't the plus size girls that were the problem, but that's another story. We're not going to go there. I have 4 daughters. It's so hard to teach healthy habits without being obsessive. And that's just it, is the obsessive. I can't stand myself moving into that mode. My friend homeschools her 3 kids and got them out of school because of how messed up it's become. Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed a part. I try not to obsess. I just make a few adjustments to our meals so the kids don't really even notice I'm eating different. That's the way it should be. And that's the way I've had it before, where I just make little adjustments. And as time has gone by, I've lost it. Why don't you try not doing food judgment for a day? How? I'm just like, right now, I'm like, eat what I really want to eat, not eat what I feel like I'm supposed to eat. And when I eat what I really want to eat, hopefully I will eat just enough and not too much more. As part of homeschool, my kids cook most of the meals. It wasn't a problem until I started watching what I eat to lose weight. Good morning, Brooke. Okay, man, you guys really got chatty on me. I eat different from my family for years. I have to. I finally caught you ladies. Thank you for being here. I'm a mom of 6. I've lost 57 pounds. Whoa, that's just me, V. Do you have a channel? Have you been sharing your methods? I end up with a lot of stress and went out of ketosis. It's been a struggle ever since. I either eat or don't eat, and I need to get healthy. Dealing with food allergies, so I am so sick of thinking about everything I eat. How is this obsession with your body image impacting your children? That's what's been that's been getting to me. Like, how is it? Because I mean, I'm not, so far, I don't feel like it's, how to put it, they're watching me struggle. I don't think they've started owning it, thankfully. So I have to stop before I own it. I was doing ketogenics for 6 weeks and I felt great. And then I had like a crazy shark week and I just felt like I was missing something. So I went out. And the crazy part was when I was doing ketogenics, I felt really good. I felt amazing. Rain Country, I'm glad you're here. I felt amazing and I wanted to stay on it. And then I'm like, no, I'm going to get off. of it for a little bit and just see what I'm missing. And then what I didn't like was the need to eat. And that happened to me yesterday, where we had a great day. We had a long day, and it hit. So I'm back to being in the carb mode, not in a fat mode. And when I was in the carb, when you're in the carb mode, you got to eat. So it hit me at 1:30. I hadn't eaten since like 7 that morning. And I'm just like, I can't think anymore because my brain was out of carbs. And at that moment, I was like, I really miss being in ketosis, because if I was in ketosis, I could be okay not eating. But it's really becoming a problem because I haven't eaten. Rain Country says, I've had to really watch body image thing when it came to my kids and my dance students. It really impacted them on how they see themselves. And that's what I'm watching. I have lived with a peanut and tree nut allergy my whole life. And after having my daughters, that has gotten worse. And now with all the gluten-free stuff is using nut flour. Oh, I bet. And it's, how do you get past that upset? You know, so it's like, I'm going to get past this obsession. I'm going to get past this obsession because it is interfering with my daily life. It interferes with my food budget. It interferes with my menu planning. It interferes with my children, interacting with my children. It interferes with my children's future and their own thing. It interferes with it all. So how do we get past it? How do we begin? Homeschooling Homestead says, yes, Trish, I've been on a zillion diets, and keto is the only thing that works for me to feel really good. Just Me says, portions are a joke. I try to teach my children that too, especially my daughter, and I so agree with you. I feel like I'm a puppet to food, and I hate it. And it is. When I'm in ketosis, I'm good. And it's hard, though, because it's like, you want an apple pie with that? Do you want French fries with that? You know, there's all those. And, you know, it's like, do I balance out and try? And this is what I said there. I lay at night. What do I obsess about at night? Do I try to go back to Trim Healthy Mama, and do I lay, and I'm laying in bed going, and so then I'm not calculating, because I don't want to calculate the calories. I don't want to have to calculate points. I've done that for years. For 15 and a half years, off and on, I've been calculating a point. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. So do I do Trim Healthy Mama, where I just think, don't have more than this many carbs in a meal? Or do I sit there and say, I can eat whenever I want, whatever I want, how I feel like I want, just don't have this many carbs a day? But it all goes back, and Curves has that book. It's not about carbs for me. You're either carb sensitive or calorie sensitive. I have over a year's worth of experience to know I am not carb sensitive whatsoever. I do not lose weight restricting carbs. I do not do any of that restricting carbs. I have to restrict calories. So, but what I found, though, was by restricting the carbs as low as I did, my brain worked really well. But I don't want to, I don't know. You know, and then I'm thinking about the other day, I made like a quick thing of biscuits and gravy, because I mean, we're in the South. That's what we eat. And I went, and I was just like, I mean, and it was one of those things where they were canned biscuits. I didn't make them from scratch, but I had like a biscuit ripped in half, only this big, with a little bit of gravy, and it gave me what I needed. And I'm like, wait a minute, how about if I just ate within portions of the food I like? A more keto diet works great for me too, but then when I start eating too much fruit, I go backwards again. Mommy Geek says, where do I check out how the keto diet works? I like, there's, what is it, Dr. Eric something. He has a lot of keto diet stuff. That's where I learned the most. And then Keto with Casey is a good one. Brooke says, I was an anorexic as a teenager, so I'm super careful what I say to my children. My mom told me I was fat when I weighed about 100 pounds, and I've battled my whole life. Oh, I'm a 26-year-old man, and I'm genuinely finding this all interesting. I'm going to subscribe. It's cool to hear that there are proper traditional moms. Listen, and then you know what kind of wife to look for if you don't have one yet. Let's see, what is Compass? I missed that part. Compass says, I have 2 girls that are about baton twirlers and watch their coaches carefully, because back in the day, Back in the day, I was put on a diet because I was 112 pounds. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. I really don't calculate. I do put my food into MFP. Oh, I think that's an app. I keep an eye on my macros. Mama Geek channels, to go to. Thank you, Farmer Mima. Counting calories works best for me, and I don't obsess over food. I just have to get in the counting mindset, and that would be different. Oh, Eric Berg. Thank you, Just Me V. I like Eric Berg a lot. Now, Eric Berg is selling stuff, so keep that in mind. Oh, good. Hold on. I'm going to grab Tangi in here. Grab Tangi. See if I'm doing this right. I'm getting there. So for my friends who are new today, it is Tangi and Trish because Tangi is here. She sent me a thing earlier. She's like, I just woke up. There, she pulled up that time. Okay, good. Counting calories works best for me. Eric Berg. Brooke, that is awful. It's always most difficult when your mom makes you feel fat. My mom was never happy with herself because of the things that were said to her. And because I looked just like her and I was built just like her, guess what she handed to me? And I will tell you, I feel like over the last 5-10 years, I kind of started before her 15 years ago, getting out of that like mindset of being able to lose it. And now she's there, she's losing it. We're about the same size, which has never happened before. And we're both kind of on the aspect of like, we really have issues knowing what's enough, what is good. Hello, Tara. Sorry, I'm a little late. Keto with Casey's awesome. She's great about answering questions as well. My Fitness Pal, I'm missing things. Ryan says it's hard to find a real woman these days. The world has gone crazy. The world has gone crazy. I do agree. Brooke says, I'm trying to find it. And no, I don't have a wife yet. I just got out of a relationship. Plan to stay single forever. All right. How are you and Tangi connected? I know her from Esther Emery's Homestead of the Skill Month. Oh, this is Creating Essence. How Tangi and I met. Well, I'll wait for Tangi to get in here so she can do that. Hopefully she's coming. Hopefully. And I'll tell you how we all met. My daughter's a little overweight, and I struggle because I want her to be healthy, but I'm not being a good example of me eating properly. I will not make her feel like my mom did to me. Right. I never got into a specific diet. I did not even know what keto was until I discovered a higher healthy fat diet and less fruit and breads. Made me feel best. Brooke, this is a group. There's a group on there called Keto Kids. So my thing that I'm running into is I feel like the very beginning of Weight Watchers that allowed sugar but was lower fat and higher fiber worked really, really well for me. But I had a hard time with I had a really hard time with what is it? I had a hard time with the fact that the sugar wasn't there and you couldn't have the fat. So then I did Trim Healthy Mama, and that was like a whole new like idea. Like I'm separating carbs, and I became very carb fat conscious. I feel like I really would love to go back to just like simple point calculating, staying away from this food, that point, or even just calorie counting at that point. Just calories. And being able to find what works for me again. But because I don't know, I feel like information overload. I'm processing all this information, and maybe that's part of like learning all these different diets. What has got me so conflicted when I eat could be one of my problems too. Oh, Tangi's coming. She's sending her hubby off to work. I'm trying to learn to love myself for my daughters. They can't learn if mom can't, right? And why is it so hard to love ourselves? As parting loving ourselves is taking care of ourselves. Yes. Homemade home. Hello, Louisiana. I'm glad you made it. My whole point was to stop at 9, but I was like, will we really stop at 9? I think we will. We'll be here till 9:30. But there's a fine line between taking care of myself and obsessing. Yes. And I mean, that's where I'm kind of like, I want to represent my kids healthy, and I've got them at a point, they're very aware of sugar. Not necessarily because sugar makes you fat, but because sugar is not health, it doesn't promote health in your body. And so my kids have come to terms with that. So they're very aware of that, and they eat their vegetables and so forth. Brooke says, I got pregnant 3 times. The 3 times I joined Weight Watchers. My hub forbids me to ever do it again. He's like the baby maker club. Thank you, Farmer Mima. I'll check out those channels. Farmer Mima, love. Why don't you count calories then? And THM. I thought about it. I've come close to it. I've changed my app over because I got the, what app is it? There's an app for it. It's a food app. It's the one that does the iTrack Bites Plus. So I was doing the points. I was like, I'm done with this. Let me count calories. I just haven't been motivated. And that's kind of where I've come to too, is that I've realized I'm not motivated right now. It doesn't mean I won't be for, in the future. But, you get to that point where you're not really motivated. And I think the worst is trying to force yourself to be motivated when you're not. Farmer Meemaw says, my problem is artificial sweeteners. Yeah, they're bad. Just read Pearl and Serene's book on that one. I get pregnant every time I start to lose weight. I get pregnant every time I lose weight and gain 10 pounds back. So, like, I'm not letting my husband anywhere near me right now. Rain Country says, artificial sweeteners are not only incredibly unhealthy, they actually make you gain weight. Tracy says, my daughter is 11 and she keeps telling me she's fat. I keep telling her she is not, and she is pretty the way she is. She wears a 10, 12. She looks at her friends and they are all smaller than her. But the thing is she's 11 and the way most of the sizes are written is the size kind of coordinates with your age. She's perfect. One way they do this is by making people crave real sugar more. Right. I believe the key to keto is keeping it simple. And that's where I was doing a great job doing, is keeping it simple. Where is Tangi? I'm going to fire her, y'all. Not really. I will never fire her, but it sounds good. It sounds really good. Where is she at? I don't know. I'm sending her invites. It is defeating to try to be motivated when you're not. I'm struggling with that as well right now. Talking about it does help motivate me though. Right. That's where I'm at, where I'm just like, I kind of told my girlfriend, I'm like, I quit forever. I'm like, not really. I don't quit forever. By August, I'll probably be like, let's get this off again. But, one of the things I've run into is in the last year and a half, I've completely changed our diet a lot. And in some ways, it's been good. In some ways, it has not been so good. So the way we used to eat a lot of squash and a lot of peas and a lot of greens. We still eat a lot of greens. I don't eat near as much squash. And we made them Southern hospitality way, butter, broth, onions, squash, good to go. And now I'm like, okay, how many carbs are in the onions and how much fat is in and it's like, just stop obsessing about it. Just enjoy the food again. And I haven't, and things I would make like jambalaya, fantastic. But like, and then we're big bean eaters. I haven't been making near as much beans because it's just like, oh, but I like my fat in my beans, with sausage and stuff like that. And I'm not eating a sausage, because then so see what I mean? Like all this information with these different diets has just become like conflicting. Whatever I make, I'm conflicted because I'm calculating all these things and I'm just like, let it go. Let it go. Make a good pot of red beans and rice and let it go with some sausage and cinnamon and bays. And, and what I'm running into anymore is nothing tastes fantastic to me. And I think I miss the stuff. I miss the beans. I miss pintos and onions and cornbread and collard greens. Like that would be a meal for us. And it's fantastic. But yet I'm not eating it because I'm conflicted again between Trim Healthy Mama and keto. And it's just like, just eat the food. Just have a big thing of greens, have a little piece of cornbread, enjoy your pintos, and be done with it. That's where I'm at. Like where I'm realizing, and kind of talked about last week, it's just like, let it go for a while and readjust back to the way you're eating. Because sometimes I'm wondering, like, am I being programmed to? Oh, she's here.
Finally. Yay.
Listen, I ran a whole show without you today.
I know. I'm sorry. I woke up late and then I was waiting for hubby to leave for work. He still hasn't left. I'm like, okay, I have to get on.
So I've been just talking about my like fighting issues with like being motivated and not caring, and when is enough enough?
Yeah.
Eating fruits instead of sweets is always good. Yeah, and I mean I find myself not even eating fruits. Maybe focus needs to be healthy instead of weight loss. I agree. Sounds like we all need to pray. I agree. Yes, I think that is what's wrong with me, because it was calories, then fat, then sugar, and on and on. So much conflicting info. Now I just want some greens and cornbread too. Sorry. Yep, Jesus is required here. Amen to that. I need to find paper so I can start doing prayer requests. Ryan, I pray at the end, and I pray over whatever anybody needs prayer over. Tansy, you're going to call them out when you see them.
Love you. Okay.
Let's see. Keto is the only diet that resonates with me. That's where Farmer Mima's at. They're all saying good morning.
Good morning.
Sometimes that's the stress to overthinking. My Grace, I agree. And that's why I kind of feel like, I mean, I have now gotten to the point of just everything is over thought out. Just overthought. All right, Ryan, what are we praying for? Just unspoken or just anything specific? Because I'll pray over you just blatantly. Let me write that. Ryan King. She even looks at all her friends are blonde, blue-eyed little girls. My daughter's a mixed race. She has beautiful skin. Oh, so she's Tracy. You're running into yours is just having almost like an identity. You need to go take her around more people, just like me, feeling like the fattest kid in the block. Totally, Ryan, I'm gonna help. We're gonna pray over you finding a godly woman of intactness. But it wasn't until I got to that water park, and here they are in every size, and I was like, I am in my glory. This is where I belong. I fit in here. I don't look like any of these women, but none of them look the same. And it was like the most beautiful. It really was the most like wonderful event I had going. Tangi, I went to the water park yesterday, if you couldn't tell.
I saw that on your Instagram, the pictures with your mom.
I have some good ones. I want to cut in that little part where my husband is screaming for his life as he's going down backwards. I know, because I got like the thing that you put your phone in. And so I was trying to be a good YouTuber. I was trying to video all the like water rides.
Fun.
Kind of prayer for mindset where Jesus would have them. Amen. Amen. We need, and just the freedom of obsession of food. Prayer we would do the Jesus diet where he guides us in the patterns best for us. Well, and not turning another worldly thing into an idol. That has become my biggest thing, is like, am I turning it into an idol? Mm-hmm. Free the slavery of food and idol worship. Obsession. He's getting it today. My daughter Tracy is for her daughter to see that she's beautiful.
Liz says quick recovery for my mama in the hospital.
Okay, Liz's. Go ahead.
Quick recovery for mom in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
The binges, homeschool and homestead. The young neighbor that she had requested prayer for last week, ended up losing her grandfather yesterday.
Oh,
so she has no mom, no grandparents, and has a bad relationship with her dad. So
what was her name again? It was
Chelsea.
Chelsea, that's right.
She's 16. So let's remember her.
I got her here.
We Tree Bonsai has a prayer request this morning, dealing with massive theft, dementia, just a load of things on my shoulders.
What is it? Theft and
dementia. Bandana Grandma said her daughter is having back surgery on June 13th. Ryan said freedom from the demands of the flesh. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a sermon one time. The preacher was talking about how the shackles, those of us who have been saved, the shackles that we have on ourselves are the ones that we have put on ourselves. I thought that was a excellent insight. Let's see. Shabby Chick Crystal says, my prayer is that we become healthy and enjoy our families.
Mm-hmm.
Bandana Grandma, her friend Paul, the one that has the 10 children who's undergoing chemo.
Yeah, have we gotten any word back on how he's doing? I already have them written down.
Mommy Geek says, I have a toddler that is not wanting to eat the food I make her. I don't know what to do about it, and I'm worrying that she isn't getting enough. Mommy Geek, from speaking from experience, this is normal, and it's a phase.
Yes.
They will go through where they will eat you out of house and home, and then they'll go through a phase where they won't want to eat anything, and it's so weird, and you think, my baby's going to starve. They will not starve. They will eat when they get hungry, I promise. So she's
Peace and Pantry isn't here today, is she?
I haven't seen her, but I just got here. So. Farmer Meemaw says she is having surgery today at 2.
Yes, that's her. What's that called? Hemorrhoid? Not a hemorrhoid. Not a hemorrhoid.
Wow.
Hernia. It's a hernia.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mama. Farmer Meemaw.
If any of you are going to be having hemorrhoid surgery, and any time that, don't tell Trish if you don't want the world to know.
Nancy, I didn't tell anybody about yours.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, Liz has a little say about community garden. Thank you for the prayers we have completed. Oh, how cool. Praise. Rain Country wants prayers. Paul is through his first session and has a sense of humor intact. Faith is strong, but he needs prayer for the cancer and the upcoming chemos. Yes. Yes. What other ones did we miss?
Let's see. Rain Country. Okay. That's not a prayer request, but she's in agreement with someone. Candy said prayers as we prep to homeschool high school. Nervous as I have never done that. This is my first year teaching high school. And which, of course, I know all kids are different, but my daughter took the reins on her own education. She's just like, this is what I want to learn. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. My Grace said, Farmer Meemaw.
Is my Grace here?
She's here.
Because her sister was 31 weeks pregnant last week, and I think she was having problems.
Okay. Jessme said, biggest issue right now is dealing with so many issues in my family. Stress eating. I need peace, and my sister and children need to find a place so my family can get back to normal.
Mm-hmm. Peace in the home.
Yes. Shalom in the home. Compass Rose says son is overseas. Farmer Meemaw's son has been deployed. So he's also needs prayer. So son is overseas, daughter dealing with hyperthyroidism, crazy busy week, graduating child, number 3 on the 21st. So a lot going on. Nicole at Simply 7, for those of you who don't know, she has been dealing with a really bad concussion. She's had to be home out of work to deal with this. And she is getting ready to head to the neurologist. So let's pray for a plan to get her better. Let's see.
What?
Bandana Grandma says, poor farmer Mima with her herniated hemorrhoid.
Oh, that's so funny. My mom's gonna be on there like, you guys, I did not have a hemorrhoid. This is how gossip happens on YouTube.
Yes. It's funny because where my husband works, several years ago, they had a thing called the rumor board in the lounge. And that would, like, if someone heard part of a conversation that could be twisted to make it into something else, they would write it on the rumor board. It's really funny. Let's see.
So Brooks' husband is stressed and struggling at work.
And can I just say, since I have been dealing with stress, you guys know that, for about a month, but I am feeling so much better and have so much clarity. And here's why I think that is I have given myself permission to be quiet and listen to the Lord. And that has helped me more than anything else. I'm like, okay, I have to step back from all of this. And that just, so if find where you can, whatever in your life is extra that you don't need, that you don't have to do, just step back away from it for a little while and just listen to what the Lord wants you to do. And I'm telling you, that's
kind of where I'm at right now, because I've had, like, they're like, oh, I wish you were better. I wish I could take care of you. I wish you were in a happier place. I'm like, I am, really. I just, God has called me not to make videos right now. And it's really hard because I've gone almost 2 years making videos daily.
mm-hmm.
And he has just shut my mouth. And I will tell you, I'll get on for these live shows and I'm just like, do I have something to say here, Lord? And he gets me in here and it's like, boom, and he gets me going.
Mm-hmm.
But when I go to put a camera on myself and to make a video, he shuts my lips. And and now I see it's like I wouldn't have the time to do it if I was doing it with everything else going on. So,
well, and you know how we said there must be something in the air, because we've noticed a lot of our colleagues in the YouTube world who are saying, I need to take a break. I need a break. I need to do this. Cherish from Hope's Homestead posted a video yesterday, and she's still going to be vlogging and posting videos, but she said, I need some time away from my phone. I need to unplug and concentrate on my family. And I'm just like, there's just something going on where a lot of us are feeling it. And anyway, I highly commend her for that. Also, Esther Emery has said the same thing. So anyway, but just, yeah, I think we put a lot of shackles on ourselves, and it's good to just step back and hear what thus saith the Lord for a while.
Right.
Yes, Bandana said, be still and know. Amen.
I would like to thank God for the blessings he's given me and pray that those find work to support their families. Homemade home.
That's a good one.
Home. Praise. Work. I'm writing it down. I've got it all.
Yeah.
Got it all here. It is sad. I will tell you guys, my husband's uncle lost his battle Thursday afternoon. So, but it was swift, which was good. Kind of deal. So who else? I wish more Christian women were as real as you two. The world couldn't handle it. No, the world could. Oh, I seen the funniest meme. It said, wait, I really want to know what, it was like a mom. It was a mom meme. And it was like, I really want to know what's under your bed. You can't handle the truth.
So true.
Yes. Having an hour to just listen to God is at times hard to find right now. Amen.
It is.
Amen. K and I keep calling you K and G. I don't know. You know what it is? I have a grocery store that I go to called K and J. For some reason, my water, my chlorine soaked eyes is not reading Candy today. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, where's Candy at? You know, because I had you written down for a prayer request a while back that I was going to ask you about, and I was just like, Candy isn't here. Why is she not here? Oh, here it is. Candy. I really seriously been calling her K and G the whole time, and it's Candy. How is everything going with the loss of family? Because that was something we prayed about a while back, and just dealing with that. I was just asking because I know that's hard.
Mommy Geek said her father-in-law is having a biopsy on his vocal cords because they think he has cancer from smoking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I used to smoke, and
No.
I came from a family of smokers, and I will tell you all. I heard a lady at church say this, and it was so spot on. Smoking will take your life before you die. It will take your life long before you die, and that is so true. Let's see.
Family Roots has got a contract. I got to write that one down. Contract for their farm. Because you're buying a farm, right? Can start our family journey to Tennessee, or selling their farm. Selling
the farm so they can move to Tennessee. Y'all be my neighbor.
Listen, still mine. Mine has yet to sell. I'm like, drop the price to whatever it takes to get rid of it. Smoking is the hardest addiction. My husband and I, when we've talked previously in all my husband's addictions, he's a smoker. He's alcohol. Bless his heart. He says it's been 10 years since he had a cigarette. He says he still craves it. He was almost a pack a day. He still craves it.
Yeah.
Anymore, I don't know how y'all afford them.
Oh, ain't that the truth? Oh my goodness. When I smoked, I think cigarettes were just a little over $1 a pack for Marlboros. And like now they're like $5 a pack.
I'm reading Candies. No time to mourn is hard. If you're not addicted, Ryan, quit smoking them. Just stop.
Agreed.
I think switching from cigarettes to food. My grandfather did that. He swapped from cigarettes and alcohol to food. He got big quick. I smoked for 30 years now. Smoke free for 5. Good job, Liz.
That's awesome. Woo! Awesome.
My friend smokes
3 packs a day. Dang.
House of Little says she smoked while a paramedic for 12 years, and it's amazing how much it takes from you. Yes. Brooke is still working on her house to get sold. We've been having a lot of talks about what God wants. I'm anxious to move. So somebody wanted to know how Tangi and I became friends. So, because they found you on the Homestead Network.
I was never on the Homestead Network though.
Not the Homestead Network. Homestead Skill of the Month.
Oh yeah.
On Esther's group.
So
Tangi and I met about 1.5 years ago. And we met through a mutual friend, Dirt Patch Heaven. And That was when Tangi and Amanda were kicking off the family frugal food.
Frugal
and
family food.
Frugal family food, sorry. And so I think Dirt Patch recommended me to join in with you guys, and that's how I met Amanda and Tangi. And then just over time, we just blossomed into this. And then
I would say it was pretty automatic.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the very first
immediately.
time I talked to Trish on the phone, and I don't think I had ever seen any of your videos, so I did not know what I was walking into.
Sucker.
But the thing about Trish is that there's no warming up. This is like, bam, this is me. How you doing? Either you're my friend or you're not. Take it what, and it was refreshing. I was just like, wow. And I think we talked our first conversation. What did we talk 2 hours? I think we talked the very first time.
I was heading north on 7. What I remember is I was talking to you while we were driving north. Oh, we were driving to Tallahassee. So this was in January, driving to Tallahassee because it was a long car drive. So I think we talked for about an hour until my husband was like, get off the phone. I'm tired of listening to you. Kind of deal. And I was like, okay, I got to call you back. I'll call you back. And, immediately. Yeah, because I haven't watched any of your videos either.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's so adorable.
Yeah. So, then I was like, okay, I have to find out who this chick is and what she's about. And then I'm like, oh, my goodness.
She acts just the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. Exactly.
Good morning, Amby. She made it. My beard oil is Scottish whiskey flavor. Ryan, do you have a channel? We're gonna have to go watch Ryan later. If not, you're gonna have to start a channel so we can go watch you.
I know. I'm thinking. I know a lot of guys who would be licking their beards all day if their beard oil was Scottish whiskey flavored.
Oh, there's still dilemma. People I know could use some financial help, but they are smoking 4 packs a day. Don't want to judge. I understand addiction, but bandana. Oh, she's talking about, like smoking. I kind of agree with you. I agree with you because you know what? I don't have. Let's see. Even if they're $3, they're not $3. They're like $5. That's $20 a day. $20 a day. That's $600 a month. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'll help you once you start helping yourself.
$600 a month is like a timeshare payment.
A car.
You could have a really, really nice brand new car.
Yeah, of a nice car.
Or vacation house.
Listen, my minivan 10 years ago. Listen, I bought a minivan with all the bells and whistles was $480 a month. That sounds so stupid now, but I'll never have another. Roll your own Vogler. I'm sure. Is that like tobacco? Tree? I don't know. Kind of deal. Yeah, so that's how Tangi and I met. We met through a collab. And that's, and it's funny because I've actually met and I've talked to a lot of YouTubers. Have you? Do you feel like you have too?
What?
Met a lot, not really met, but have like talked to on the phone, not just, YouTube messaging, a lot of YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, we're even though we're all separate creators, we all have our own channel. We're all colleagues because we all understand each other. We all have the same struggles. We all have the same questions.
And the stress that comes from YouTube.
Yeah.
The joy and the stress and the trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody loves you, somebody hates you. It doesn't matter. Kind of deal. Yeah, it does. You end up getting, and it's funny too because because Ryan's over in Scotland. He's our new Scottish.
Awesome. So we
he's
might
like,
be
it's
related.
so nice. Well, he's like, it's so nice to meet some down home, maybe not down home would be a word he'd use, Christian women who are loving their kids. I feel like he's gotten hope for the future somewhere out there.
Good.
But it's funny because I'll talk to people, and so I've had this like little closed up world in my little world of children where it's like, no, I got friends in Idaho. I got friends in Maine. I got friends in California. Oh yeah, my girlfriend Tangi in Kentucky. Oh, I didn't know you had friends in Kentucky. Yeah, well, how long you been friends with me? About a year and a half. How'd y'all meet?
Mhm.
Over YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I
then
actually
they're
don't
like,
talk about my YouTube life.
I do. The people in my YouTube life that are on my automatic dial,
Uh-huh.
my favorites, I talk about as though we've met in the whole 9 yards. But then they're
Yeah.
like, then they're like, that's a serial killer, Trish. It's a serial killer. You're gonna blow your coffee out your nose. She's gonna
Okay.
shoot, folks.
Okay. My word. Okay. That was close. Yeah. Some people we've met and it's like, I don't know about this person. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. But you're not one of those people.
Nope, I make you uncomfortable on YouTube and in person, so it's not a total shock.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys make me want to start a channel. Too much fun. It is fun. So like for me, I was having to explain to somebody what kind of channel I am. I'm like, really, and I feel like this is where I'm missing out. I'm really the get up and have a cup of coffee with me morning channel.
Yeah.
That's what I really am. Sit and have a cup of coffee, and I haven't had the time to do that. And that's all I try to do how-to videos, but my brain isn't in the season for that. So that's going to come in about 15 years, I think. You women are amazing. Love this live session. Not sure I have ever watched you all before, but I certainly will now. I've been encouraged today. Thank you. Lady, scroll up for mustard. Oh, what's mustard seeds? Somebody recap mustard seeds prayer request. We'll look for it. Mustard seed. I have to go now. God bless you all. If y'all can pray for my dad. So we're doing mustard seed. Please tell me he's okay. Okay, we're going to the beach to drop mom's ashes. Not looking forward. Oh, mustard seed. Mustard seed. Today is the day. Okay. I got it down. All right, I'm going to pray and then we can chat for a little bit and then we better go.
Yeah, I got a lot to do today.
Me too. It's Addie's birthday today. We're going to go get a haircut.
That's right. Yay.
And you going to call up later and sing her happy birthday?
I will.
Oh, I got that on my birthday, y'all. It was hilarious. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you again for a day that you let us come together. You let us come together in such a beautiful way. Thank you for the technology you've provided us. Lord, we come to you in confession of our obsessions, of how we've allowed our flesh to rule us, how we've allowed the devil's lies to come in and infiltrate our minds, dear Lord, and how we've become obsessed about something you've never called us to be obsessed about, how you've given us a resource and yet we've turned it into good and bad, and there is none. Lord, there isn't a category. It's for the use of energy in the food. Lord, let us not turn the food into an idol worship, into an obsession. Free us from that slavery and let us use it as good. Lord, thank you for the blessing. Bring Ryan in with us today. Obviously you have brought him in for a reason that we don't know. In my womanly instinct and my mother instinct, I would say, Lord, give him an illustration and an example. Let us be a good example for when he does come in to see, like, this is what women with a heart for you act like. Well, that's kind of putting it broadly, Lord, because you have us come in every flavor. Dear Heavenly Father, be with our friends that are selling their farm to begin a new journey that they're going with you, and let that go through. Dear Lord, be with Tracy and give Tracy the opportunities to bring her daughter into groups that show her the example of beauty, and that beauty is not trying to imitate others, but seeing themselves. Lord, be with Mustard Seed as we have been carrying her along. and keeping her in our hearts as she has said goodbye to her mom. Be with her father today as they say the last goodbye. Lord, be with Liz as her mother's recovering from her hospital. Lord, be with your servant Paul as he's gone through his first round of chemo and he has the more to come with his children. Lord, let his children, I don't know, Lord, as being one of those children who watched my dad go through chemo. Dear Heavenly Father, be with his children and give them comfort and peace. Lord, be with him as he knows the burden that's laid upon him and his children and his wife. Dear Lord, be with Chelsea. Lord, you have an obvious plan for her, dear Lord. She feels orphaned and alone. Only you know why and what the plan and the will is as she goes through the loss of her mother, her grandmother, and now her grandfather. Dear Lord, bring healing and a heart change to her father and heal that relationship. Lord, be with Bonsai as she goes in your will and in your mission field. Lord, you never promised your mission field to be easy. You never promised your mission field to be loving. The world doesn't like you, Lord. The world that doesn't know you. Lord, be with her and keep her strong. Lord, be with her as she deals with the theft and dementia in her life. Lord, be with Bandana's daughters and the one that's about to have surgery. Lord, just grant us as we come here with broken hearts to be freed from our flesh, that we've given ourselves that bondage. Lord, when we are your children, we are free from bondage, and yet we put on bondage back on. Dear Lord, be with Shabby Chick as she deals with finding healthy and to enjoy her family. Dear Lord, be with Rain Country. Lord, be with those new homeschoolers and those homeschoolers going into a new world. Grant them confidence in the resources they need. Let them have peace in their home. Dear Lord, be with those children that aren't children but that are soldiers as they're deployed. Dear Lord, keep them safe and keep their mothers' hearts in peace. Lord, be with Simply 7 as she deals with the problems that she's dealing with, that she can come back in health. Lord, be with Brooke's husband as he deals with the stress and struggle of the work. Lord, be with all of our husbands that deal with the stress and struggle. Lord, be with those husbands that deal with depression and anxiety. Dear Lord, be with my Grace as her sister, as you granted the blessing last week of giving her another week of those children inside as they grow, of that baby inside. She's 32 weeks sitting on bed rest. Give her comfort and keep them safe. Dear Lord, be with Homemade Home as we sit and give praise for the work that she has. Dear Lord, be with Mama Geek's father-in-law as they scan for cancer. Lord, I ask for praise as my mom goes each time for her scans, that you bring us back just healing and health for her. Dear Lord, be with my family as we say goodbye to our loved ones. Dear Lord, and just again, I plead in my heart for you to move us into the next chapter with our home and to grant us from the burden of that home and to bring us forward to the next home that you have for us. In your son's precious name I pray. Amen. Amen. I'm looking back on what I missed. Ladies, scroll up. We got that. My camera broke. I've been bummed that I can't make videos. Thank you, Ryan. Simply 7, it's the middle one that doesn't really ever fit 14. I think we're talking about clothes on that one. Brooke, I'm so glad you spent the day with us. Mama Butterfly, ladies, I would like to recommend the book Captivating by John and Stacey Eldridge. It talks about the heart of a woman and how precious it is. I'm going to write that down. Captivated. Oh, I have to tell you guys that y'all gave me the best compliment ever. I am proud and happy to be called a lookalike to Judi Dench. Oh my goodness, that woman is amazing. Once I realized who she was. I have so many videos I need to film, and I've got to get my home style dinner collab video. Yep. Having a good day. I'm at the end. Cynthia, where are you located at? Oh, what is that boy doing behind you? Is he talking to the dog or is that the dog?
No, he is sneaking a Swiss roll. He best get his hand about that dog.
You so needed.
No, first I was going in there to see if there was anything else, and second I thought I wonder what she would do.
Make you some eggs, some sausage.
Yeah, Parker.
It's just some protein. Start this day right.
Ryan says his. Hey, listen, Ryan says, well, number one, his brother's an actor and has worked with Judi Dench. Next, he tells Parker, run, little man, run. She's spewing coffee. I think it came out the nose.
I cannot drink coffee with you people. I'm going to be like, no, that's the sausage. Your pork chop is right there wrapped in the plastic. You want that.
Is your earbuds not into the computer? In the
They're in my phone.
In the phone?
They're in my phone.
Man, it sounds like the microphone's on him.
So be quiet. For some reason, this is picking up your voice like.
I don't think it plugs into the computer or the phone all the way.
It is. It's in there.
Oh. Hey, I have to tell you what happened. I have to tell you what happened yesterday. So, okay, for those that
this
don't
is
know,
the after show. Yeah, this is officially after.
This is the after show that we said we're not filming today. So, Ryan, by the way, we go on topic, we don't stay on topic, and then we pray, and then anything after the prayer is after show style. And whatever Parker says in the background. But
I'm gonna mute.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. But you have to listen, Tangi, don't disappear. We're living in like a future rental. So it's 728 square feet and I have 6 kids. So it's tight. Anyways, I quickly was making dinner when we got home from the water park, and I like to make egg roll in a bowl, cook it all up and stuff. And then I like to have it as chili paste. Y'all know the Asian chili paste that you can get. So I make egg roll in the bowl, and I've got the Asian chili paste with it still sitting on the counter. My son goes to dish himself out something, knocks the chili paste. Is Tangi even listening? I don't know if she's listening. Nod your head if you're listening. She's not listening. She has muted herself, took the earbobs off. Now she's listening. She wasn't listening. She was just reading the comments. Ryan's like, Parker should have ran when I told him. That's so funny.
I saw that. Parker's trying to make himself sausage. He's never cooked sausage out before. So I said, do you want me to do it? I can make you some sausage. He goes, while you're on the thing? I'm like, yes, I'm a mama. I can do a live show and cook breakfast. What?
Well, hey, did you read my post on Facebook last night about the chili paste?
No. Was this on our Mama Gets Fit group?
No, it was on the thing. Look at you plugging M.I. Gardner. You act like such an affiliate.
Well, I am, actually.
Guess what all right, side note. Guess what I got picked for?
What?
I got picked to do a Dollar Tree unboxing for back to school.
Really? Did you tell me that already?
I told you that they like sent the thing out, but then they only picked like 30 or 40 people.
And you got picked.
I got picked. Yeah, my husband's like, I don't really get the big deal. I'm like, unboxings are awesome.
Yeah, well, and Dollar Tree is awesome.
Oh, well, Dollar Tree is awesome. I used to do a lot of Dollar Tree giveaways.
Yeah, Dollar Tree is awesome. Yeah, because you never really know what you're gonna find there, and you can find some really awesome things. I love going to there.
Ryan says, what is Dollar Tree? So American. It's so American. Everything is $1 and it's crap, but then there's good stuff in the midst of it. But it's great to get your party supplies there.
Oh my gosh.
And like basic little things.
Have you ever seen Mike Myers on SNL when he would do the guy that had the Scottish store? then this is for you, Ryan. He'd go, if it's not Scottish, it's crap. I love that. But
Ryan's gonna be like, I thought y'all were awesome, and now no, y'all are crazy.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I think Tangi's shrinking too.
Drinking what?
You're shrinking.
Oh, shrinking. I thought you said I was drinking. I'm like, don't be starting those rumors. I'm at Deacon's wife. I don't drink.
Okay, Ryan says they got one called the Pound Store. That's where everything you gain a pound when you eat, right? No, I know your money's called a pound, but just roll with us. We're simpletons. I have to tell you, okay, so going back, so the chili paste, the Asian chili paste that's like just ground up fresh red chilies?
Uh-huh.
That has like all the Chinese, I want to be careful because Erica got on to me about classifying Asians as looking the same, and she said, no, we don't. And I kind of meant Chinese, but whatever. And then I felt like I was being offensive in my ignorance and not, I was like, I'm sorry, Erica, I'm so ignorant. I'm so sorry. She's like, I'm not offended. I'm like, okay, good, because I feel bad. I'm like, I'm just trying to make a small point. There she is. She's still there. Good. So anyways.
You have to tell me what the chat says, because I can't see it.
Oh, I will. So anyway, so I make egg roll in a bowl because this is quick and easy, and I like it because I can buy coleslaw mix real quick and I can make egg roll in a bowl. And I got the chili paste sitting on the counter because you got to burn. If you're not burning, we're not happy. And got the chili paste. My son goes to get the food out and knocks the chili paste off the counter. It goes, girl. The thing goes off the counter and lands right, so it doesn't fall over. The force of when it lands sends the chili paste out of the container like a volcano. Everywhere. Everywhere. It is on the ceiling. It is on the children. It is on the walls, the floor, everywhere. Almost immediately to my young little kids, it's burning their skin.
Oh no.
My husband has it on his face. I'm like carefully wiping it off his face. He's like, I don't really care. We got to clean this up. It was everywhere. This stuff starts staining immediately. The walls, the ceiling, everything's staining. So we finally clean it up. Get all cleaned up. My husband still's like, I think I should eat some chili sauce on my food. So he eats his chili sauce. He takes a shower. Sorry, my throat's clogging up. He takes a shower and he goes, I guess I wasn't being careful and I forgot there was chili sauce on my face. He gets it in his eyeball.
Oh no.
He goes, it was so bad. He's like pouring the soap in his eyes.
Oh my goodness.
He's pouring the soap. He goes, it's bad when you don't care about the soap burning feeling. To get over that. So then I'm laying in bed. Well, in bed because I'm claustrophobic and we're in this tiny house. So I sleep in the living room, which is it's the biggest room in the house, which is where this event happened. And I'm like, I don't think it was anything permanent. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Because we're all like congested because we keep having the weather fluctuate. I'm like, oh, my sinuses are all cleared out. Wait a minute. Why are my eyes watering as I'm going to sleep? Half a jar of chili.
That is too funny.
Oh, it was
your
awesome.
Your story reminded me of something that happened when I was a kid. I didn't do it. It was my two brothers, my two oldest brothers. We lived in this rent house, and they had the kind of ceiling that we have, that plaster, whatever that is. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so anyway, so my mom.
Because that's what we were cleaning chili sauce off of.
Okay, yeah. So my mom, at this time, my brothers were 3 and 4.
And my mom is in the other room, and she hears them laughing, just like full-on belly hysterical laughter. And she's like, that can't be good. So she goes in the living room to see what it is that they're laughing about. And they had taken pats of butter and had thrown it up on the ceiling. And every time it would hit the ceiling, it would go splat, and it would kind of spread. And they were just rolling. And she said, she got the butter off, but absorbs grease. And she said, so there were just these huge like grease stains all over the ceiling. It's funny. I mean, we can look back and laugh now since it's been 30 years, but pretty funny.
Tangi is making eggs and sausage for breakfast. That's my assumption. Scrambled eggs.
Yes. And cooking the baby's breakfast. The babies and mama, because I've got more gardening to do today. So my to-do list today is I need to work for a couple of hours, and then I've got gardening to do. I've got to get groceries. I really need to dust and vacuum the house and clean the bathrooms, but we'll see.
My to-do
raining tonight.
Is it I wish it would rain here. We are in such a severe drought. It's not funny. My to-do list was this. I need to take my daughter to get her donuts because there's this place that makes the most amazing donuts. I'm going to go get her hair cut because that's what she wants to do. Go get her balloons because we go and get the kids, however old they are, we go and get them that many balloons.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go get dog food. And then we got church tonight. And then I should do something productive. I don't know if I will or not. I might just be like, 7 years ago, my body exploded a human out. So I might just like take it easy. I feel like birthdays I feel like birthdays should be like totally like mom's day off. I pushed a human. Agree. My body exploded a human out. I mean, that's like almost supernatural in my book. It's the pain of that. Ryan wants to know what states we live in. Tangi's in Kentucky and I am in Florida. So we're not even in driving distance to see each other.
Nope. It would take, well, we figured it up one time. Would it take 12 hours?
12 hours.
For me? Yeah. To get to where
Erica wants to know when my sewing channel is going to kick off. Soon. Probably when I get a new house.
There you go. Are you going to have a craft room in this new house? Parker. Shush.
This will probably still be it, but probably what will happen is I will finally not have to do so much stuff. Like everything so being in the 700 square feet, everything has to happen in the same spot, and it's exhausting my brain. Holding Trish to the wall on the sewing collab. Yeah. Compass says she gets
speaking of sewing
for her kid's birthday. What?
Compass said what? I'm sorry.
That she has having surgery on her kid's birthday.
Oh,
I get to celebrate surgery.
Oh no. Speaking of sewing, my daughter made herself a skirt without a pattern.
Nice.
She did a great job. It was the first thing she had ever sewn on the sewing machine.
My favorite pattern isn't a pattern. It's called, if you Pinterest find it, it's called the Milkmaid skirt. And it's essentially a little formula that you measure yourself and you make this skirt to fit you, and it has front pockets. I'll have to find one of my skirts and do a video review on it.
That sounds cute. I would wear
that. Y'all need to teach me sew. Oh my goodness. Okay. Men's sewing. Thank you, Ryan. Sorry, my nose is sinuses. I was showing my son sewed. My husband sewed. I teach the sewing group and 4-H in our area, a club, and I teach my son how to sew. There was a guy on Facebook. I should have shared it on my Just Sew Twitch page. He makes custom jeans in 3 hours. He has a little shop somewhere. You come in and you look at all the different styles. You find what style you like. You pick the denim you want. You pick the kind of fly. You pick the threading. You pick the style pockets. He measures you so they're all custom for your body. And in 3 hours, you have a pair of jeans. And it was this man was, so they were showing the man sewing them and everything. And I'm just like, I go to my son and I'm like, look, a man using a sewing machine. You know, and I like to find the leather workers because the leather workers are sewing leather. And I'm always like, look, you know, here you go. These are men sewing. And I mean, the garment industry was actually built by men sewing. The garment industry,
like
not
tailors. I mean, all the tailors that I've ever seen are men. Isn't it funny though that we live in a culture that preaches gender equality, but it only is referring to women? It's not referring to men. Because when a man can do something that generally is associated with a woman, oh, that's a woman's job. It's like, really? So the women want the women's job and the men's job too? I don't think so. That's a two-way street. My son's so funny. He, you know, so now my son is the oldest boy. The oldest boy I have with 4 girls. He's riding a pink bike. He does not care. He's wearing his mama's floral ball cap. He doesn't care. You know, he's just like, whatever. And it cracks me up. Yes, watch Andrea Mills. That's my girl, Andrea. Watch my girl, Andrea Mills. She has done some great videos.
Oh, you know who else is awesome?
Who?
Oh, are you talking about videos for sewing or videos about
sewing?
Sewing. Okay. No, I was going back to the gender equality thing. There's a guy. His name is Chad Prather, Prather. He's a cowboy. He's really kind of cute. But anyway, he's a conservative Christian, and he's very outspoken on his views. And there was one that he was talking about gender identity, and because some person was saying that we shouldn't refer to babies as a boy or a girl, that they should determine that themselves when they get big enough. And so anyway, so he was kind of
kittens.
Well, he was kind of ranting about that or whatever, and then what was it that he said? He said something like, then he said, I have girls that do boy things, and I have boys that play with dolls. He said, that doesn't define who they are, but boys are still going to be boys, and girls are still going to be girls. Anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Well, I was laughing because I'm like, what I don't like, one of the categories that they paired us as growing up, I say us because we're women, is the fact that, sorry, I was reading a comment, is the fact that you're a tomboy. If you're a tomboy, you can't wear a dress. And I'm like, I think tomboy is wrong. I think the term should have been we're athletic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we're athletic. And you can be out there wearing a dress, climbing the trees higher than a boy. Who says climbing trees is a boy thing?
Right.
It's ridiculous.
You got legs. You got legs and arms. You can climb. No matter what you are. Kind of matters.
They're talking sewing. I had to get a box.
Okay.
I had to get a box behind me. Okay. This is for Just Me V. Jones. My favorite tunic that is so easy to sew. I've made piles of these. They tie in the back. They go over your neck. Is this one right here.
Oh, that's
Can you see
cute.
Hush your mouth so they can keep looking at it. Sorry, I had to tell her hush. Otherwise, it goes to her. So it's so easy simplicity. $29.62. And I like this one because I made this style a lot because I can put pockets on it. But you can make it shorter without the pockets. You can do a ruffle on the edge. You can do it just without the ruffle. If you wanted to, look, they put jewels and stuff so it looks glam. And you can make it out of, it says cotton blend, silky type, or double grogret. I don't know what that is. I always made mine out of cotton. But then the back, see it right there? So the back just ties. But I will admit, I got accused of wearing it as maternity clothes. You can wear it, but I mean, when I wasn't pregnant, they swore I was pregnant. But that one's simplicity pattern, if you're going to sew one. Hey there. You can talk now, sorry.
Thanks.
Girl, I gotta go. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to go too.
Why don't you wear some of your creations? A lot of mine I've shrunk out of. Or, just like regular clothes. I'm like, okay, like I wore these so much, I started feeling frumpy.
Really?
And not only that, but I lost enough weight here that the neckline is too big. And so it shows the girls off when I don't want to show them. I need a smaller neckline. So I either need to get a new pattern and recut the size out, or I need to redraw it. And I haven't been that ambitious. I'll take a picture. And then some of my clothes, this is one of my favorites, but I didn't like the way that the waist, this should be like a, I bought it because it should be, what is that, an A-line princess cut? But where that waistband set was always wrong on me, but I loved it because it has pockets and I felt so beautiful in it. But my husband's like, will you move on from that one and make a new one? I was like, okay. And I just haven't done it. I haven't done it at all. So I have some, but like I got this one. And as cute as that bohemian look is, I'm not going to lie, when I look at it, I'm like, I'm going to make that, and I'm going to feel so frumpy.
I do not look good in bohemian is my favorite style, but it does not look good on me.
Me neither.
I have to wear things that are cut more in, like more fitting, or I look like a box.
Yeah, and so I think that's it for me. I have, then this one that I did that I'm going to mail to somebody, but, I haven't done that yet because I'm just on it.
That's cute.
She's going to talk about how awesome I am, and I'm going to get like 40,000 views from it. Or subscribers.
No pressure.
No pressure there. But
I don't even have that many.
I know, but I thought it sounded good. I got kids coming to find me. I can hear them coming.
We want donuts. They're coming with their pitchforks.
Forks and coffee in hand. Feed us donuts. I started making this one. We're doing this one for 4-H. So I'm teaching the kids how to sew this one, not that one, because that one has some different stuff you need to buy for it. So this one was easy. And I'm going through the patterns. Anyways, where this part comes in right here, I forgot to do that. So now I'm like seam ripping all of it out.
I am such a goober. I have been looking. I need a new purse. My bags, the ones I have like the big mom purse where everybody wants to put their garbage in it.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, I never can find anything. So I'm looking for something smaller, but I need a backpack. For me, for my lifestyle, backpack is just, but I want something that size. And I didn't think to make it myself. Duh.
Listen, this is at Walmart for $1.97. And then you can do cotton or broadcloth, which is a thick cotton. So if you do the B, you need almost a yard of one and a yard and a half of another, and that's it. Oh my goodness, they're out. They're looking for me.
They're loose.
Katie, come here and show off Lily. I can see them through the window. I'm like, come here, you got to see them. This is them all the time. Don't fall.
This reminds me of the scene on The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, where they're bracing for impact from the waterfall, and the oldest one goes, "Brace yourselves."
Like there they are. This is them all the time.
Babies.
Hey,
Katie. Hey, Lily.
Do you see where I Instagram, like Katie puts a basket on the front of her cart and then Lily's in there all the time? Don't we look like triplets here?
Yes, you do. You and your girls, y'all all look so. I mean, I can see your husband and your girls, but they are mostly you.
They are mostly.
And I think Orville looks like you too.
He acts like my husband though. Oh my good grief. We have somebody from Scotland today and they said hello. All right, I need to go because I have donuts in my future and nothing like making
Scotland is my motherland.
Is
my
it?
My maiden name is Bryson. I mean, how Scottish can you be? And look how white I am. I mean, like.
Mine's German. German Swede, mostly German, because I think mostly like the Swedes are mostly German kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I better go. All right, I will talk to y'all later.
Get those babies some donuts. All right. Bye, guys. Y'all have a great day.
Guys, it was a lovely chat. See you next week.
Bye.